I'm Jeff Philbin, here with ideas for dinner for you every day, or as we call them, Dinner DeeAs. And today's dia, a delicious way to do duck. We're making duck breast with a pecan sauce, plus a side of dirty rice and corn ribs in smoky peach butter. Joining us for his third, that's right, count him, third triumphant visit to the Dinner DeeAs kitchen is Chef Clayton Perrette. He's the menu mastermind at Hugh Parlor and Chop House in Dunedin's Fenway Hotel. So great to see you, my friend.
Same.
Coming in for the trifecta over here today.
That's it.
I love it. Today, Chef Clayton is sharing 3 dishes for his third visit. Duck breast with a pecan sauce, corn ribs and a smoky peach butter, and a side of dirty rice, which you already start working on a little bit.
I have beef, pork, and chicken. So you have your chicken livers, you have a little bit of ground beef. I use the chuck from our restaurants, and then I'll bring in some pork andouille sausage.
Absolutely fantastic. And then did you add anything else to it, any other seasonings or anything, or was the andouille all the flavor that was there?
The andouille's in there, but I had a little bit of Creole seasoning.
Okay, very cool.
A bunch of varieties. So
I love it.
It's to you.
I absolutely love it.
Awesome.
Now, one of my favorite proteins of all time, duck.
I second that motion.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful protein to work with. So what do we got going on over here?
So what we're going to do here, I have 2 breasts. We're going to put it in a coal pan on very light heat. We're going to just let that fat and that heat meld together, and the fat will start pushing its fat out of it.
Okay.
As we go, we'll do a little bit of straining. You can keep that fat, you can use it. Some of our ancestors used to take and seal some of their canned goods with.
Yeah.
You let it sit on top. For this portion, you can always use it in your dirty rice, just really good rich flavor.
Okay.
Especially with our duck, it's a very good lean piece of meat. A lot of good vitamins, a lot of cool things that go with this. You get, I love it purposely for a little bit of omega. You get some good iron, you get some good protein. One of the biggest, I think, hurdles to duck is the gaminess, is what I hear.
Sure.
A lot of.
Sure.
Now, a cool approach to that is you take a little bit of buttermilk, you can take some milk and soak it.
And that will help with the lactic acid starting to break that down?
That's it.
Okay.
That pulls and draws that iron out of there, and you get the flavor that you don't like to come away from.
To make this duck and the dirty rice for your dinner tonight, grab Chef Clayton's recipes at our website, dinnerdeas.com. You can follow along right now on your phone and see all the ingredients and amounts. Just open the camera and point it at the QR code down in the corner of the screen, and when your phone sees it, a link to us will appear in the camera app. All right, so we're just going to let this be low and slow. Just let it do its thing, render out the fat. How else do we kind of get this dirty rice going?
All right. So from here, this is the fun portion. Us Louisianians, we use what's known as the Trinity. We use celery, bell pepper, and onion. I'll add these in here. Now the recipe is kind of measured. One of my favorite fans, Justin Wilson, used to tell me, just put it in there.
Just put it in there.
If you like more veggies, put more veggies. You like more meat, put more meat.
Okay. All right, so we've got the Trinity in there.
Right. Yep.
What else has got to go in there?
All right. A few other fun things. I like herbs. I grow them around my house.
Okay.
They're everywhere. So I have a little bit of fresh oregano, fresh thyme.
Nice.
If you don't grow them at your house, recommended that you do. It helps with the bugs, but local produce market, you can get some nice fresh sprigs of both of these.
Okay.
So this is just going to help us get a nice aroma. It gives us a nice flavor profile as well. A little bit of earthiness behind it. We're going to add some green onions.
Oh, bring them.
All right. Take another one of my favorites, a little bit of garlic.
Okay.
That's cooking. And one little thing, because I like a little bit of extra.
Okay.
Put some more Creole seasoning there.
Oh, yeah. The fat's still running from Donald and Daisy over here, so we're taking a quick break. But when we come back, roasted ribs, what make it corn? Ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. We're making some sensational Southern food today with Chef Clayton Perrette. He's the executive chef at the Hugh Parlor and Chop House in Dunedin's Fenway Hotel, and he's showing us his recipes for a triple threat of dishes: duck breast with pecan and cane syrup sauce, dirty rice and sweet corn ribs, and a smoky peach butter. Before the break, we had our meats cooking for the dirty rice: chicken liver and beef with a little Cajun seasoning, while we scored, seasoned, and started cooking our duck breasts low and slow to let the fat render out. Then adding the holy trinity of veggies to our dirty rice: red and green bell peppers, onion, celery, oregano, green onions, garlic, and Creole seasoning, leaving all that to simmer. Right. Now, you just took out like the smells that I just absolutely love. What do we need to do with these pecans now?
All right. So we're gonna make this sauce. It's almost duck and candy is what we're looking at.
Okay.
So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with a little bit of butter.
Yep, a little bit of butter. Yes, everyone needs that little bit of butter. That looks like
that's it.
Quite a bit.
All right. From here, we're gonna add these beautiful toasted pecans. Now the pecans also have a little bit of oil to them as well. So as you roast them, it unleashes a little bit of aroma and flavor. And that butter's gonna help that get your oil started. I have beautiful cane syrup. And we're gonna keep the heat on light. You don't wanna overdo it. For the rest of this sauce, now here's the fun part.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of cumin here.
Nice.
I have some cinnamon. I got dried ginger.
Okay.
And I have some ancho. We'll go ahead and we'll add a little bit of each. Some cumin. Some ancho. Just a little bit of brown sugar in there. Why not make it a little extra sweet?
Oh, you can't go wrong with all those flavors when it comes to pecans.
That's it.
So all we have to do is just let that simmer.
Just let that simmer.
To grab Chef Clayton's recipes for this pecan sauce plus his dirty rice, they're at dinnerdeas.com. We have them ready to print. Just scan the QR code to find us now on your phone.
So now that you've cooked down all your meats, you have all your veggies in there, you have all your season, all the fun stuff that you want in there. What I'm gonna add a little bit of bay leaf. Will help us cure flavors. And then I have a little bit of broth.
Okay.
Now the broth is kind of versatile. I use beef broth. You can use chicken broth if you have it.
So, I see this beautiful corn over here.
Yes.
Walk us through what's going on over here.
All right. So, we are making corn ribs. What I do with the natural corn, take and break the husk off.
Okay.
You can save this husk if you want. Tamales are amazing. You can use it for stocks. There's all kinds of good, versatile
So don't throw it away.
So don't throw it away. If you got a compost, another good thing to compost.
Right on.
So, what I truly want to talk about is how to cut the corn.
Okay.
That's the hardest one. These little end pieces, same thing. You can save it. Slowly take and cut our corn in half.
And so you're going right down the middle, straight in half.
And you can wiggle your knife a little bit.
So again, you're just letting the knife do the work with slight pressure just because you want to make sure that you're safe.
Correct.
Okay, I get you.
All right.
And then you came right down to the middle. Okay.
Once you're in half, now you can start doing your work. So with your corn, and you get as many sections as you want, the smaller the better. They'll make these cool little curls.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be super small. You can cut it in thirds, you can cut in eighths. Same concept. We'll put your knife on an angle to almost to make that little triangle. And you'll go down the side, and you wiggle it down. And there you have your rib.
And there you go. Okay.
What it ends up looking like, you have a whole, this is 8 pieces here. So now from what we'll do, from after cutting it, we will take and season it. We use a little bit of oil. The oil I'm using right now is a little bit of olive oil. You can also use things like the grapeseed oils, the avocado oils are good for this, but anything with a good burning temperature. Basically. What I'm going to do with mine is I'm just doing salt and pepper.
So keeping it real simple because the peach butter is really what you want to celebrate.
That's the flavor that I want to pair with this. All right, salt, a little pepper. The secret here, and you might have to add a little bit more oil, we're going to massage this.
Okay.
So we want this to make sure we coat all that corn. That oil is going to help the cooking process.
And then that's going to go into the oven.
10 minutes, you should have a nice tender corn.
Okay.
If you like a lot of color and you want to see the outside almost look like you put it on a grill and it's charred up,
Sure.
you can go longer.
Okay.
The longer you go, the darker it will get. The 10 minutes is a good temperature, though, to actually be edible.
Very cool.
So anything further than that, you make what you want it to look like and then season it the way you want, and it's a cool
We want
little
corn
fresh
ribs, not
snack.
popcorn.
That's it.
All right, so that's going to go into the oven, 350 for about 10 minutes here. And then, I mean, you said it earlier. I mean, duck is absolutely one of the most incredible meats to be able to have. This is also one of yours too.
Always, yep. Favorite poultry. So what I was looking for is this nice golden
baby.
crispy sear. What we're gonna do now, we are gonna flip this duck. From here, it is up to you. For a rare to medium rare, what I do is I like to let my sides sear pretty well. And then I'm gonna watch it for a few minutes. I keep it on for about 4-ish minutes. And then we're gonna pull it and I'll let it rest. Our meats, typically when you let them rest, they cook up about 9, 10-ish degrees. So we don't want to put too much heat, but we want enough to pass that rare and still have that nice, good juicy center.
Oh, can't wait. Seems like all 3 of our dishes are nearly done. So when we come back, how do we bring it all together for a great idea for dinner ahead on Dinner DeeAs? Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. We're doing duck today with Chef Clayton Perrette from the Hugh Parlor and Chop House in Dunedin's Fenway Hotel. Today, he's been sharing recipes for duck with a pecan sauce, a dirty rice, and sweet corn ribs. Before the break, we made our pecan sauce, heating butter with roasted pecans, cane syrup, cumin, cinnamon, dried ginger, ancho seasoning, and brown sugar. Then we added beef broth and bay leaves to our dirty rice and let it simmer, and sliced up ribs of corn, which we tossed in oil, salt, and pepper, and let them cook in the oven while we flip the duck that we started on earlier.
That's it.
But this dirty rice just needs a little bit more love here.
It needs the last little bit of love.
Can I help you with this part?
If you would like to help me
I
with
would love
this.
to. So we did some cooked rice already.
Correct.
So this was already pre-cooked, and we're just going to add that straight in.
That's it. You can put all of it. You
Go
can
all
put
in?
a little. You can put a smaller amount. That's the beauty behind this, is finding your texture, what you like.
Okay. Now I would not be expecting anything but big, bold flavors from you, my friend.
Yes.
So we got some andouille sausage.
Andouille sausage. That's one of the greats. It's like to say.
What makes it so great to you?
To me, it's the process.
Okay.
And there's a couple different varieties. France had started. The Louisiana people has their own version. It's the bonding moments. There's pork, there's beef. It's all processed. Your family comes in. You all help together. Making this this meat ready to be stuffed. Once it's stuffed, then it's the smoking process. If you're aging, if you're drying it out, it's the family bonding time of the andouille, which is fun. And then with andouille, it's just the intense packed flavor. Every bit of that meat is seasoned very well. You got a bunch of different things going on with it, and it just intensifies all the dishes you're using.
Oh, that looks so good.
Now, traditionally with this recipe, if you're making it from scratch, you would add your stock in there. And when your stock was to a boil, you dump your rice, and then cook it just as you normally cook rice.
I love it.
Once that is going, it's ready to serve.
All right, now this is going to be what's going to be eventually the base that we're going to be putting everything
Yes.
on. So
Yes.
the duck was what we really came all here for. I mean, this duck looks so good.
That is our prized
Like
possession.
golden brown on that fat side there.
That's it.
You ready to start taking this from the pan?
Let's do this. Nice, beautiful.
Now, you got any tricks for slicing duck?
So the beauty behind this is that you have a little bit tougher side because of the crispiness. You have a little bit softer side on the back of it. So what I like to do with my duck, always good, heavy, sharp knife.
Okay.
And then I cut it on a bias.
Okay.
I like a little bit more of a
Oh, yeah.
longer approach to it. And it however you want to cut it. I like them smaller pieces. What we'll do when we plate, we'll be able to layer it out, and it fluffs up a little bit more, and you have a little bit more versatility with the way your design of your plate is. So if you want to make it look a little fancier, you can have like a little floral pattern.
Well, now you're teasing me. How do we plate this then on this bad boy?
All right, so here's the fun part. This is finishing touches for this.
Okay.
So we've completed our sauce here. So that's going to be our nice sweet note. So what I'm going to do,
I'll slide this over.
I'll borrow that spoon that you had. Let's see. So this I can eat just out of a bowl by myself.
I'm literally, that's why I got the giant spoon right there for it.
So we're going to take our plate.
Okay.
We will take and put our dirty rice right in the center.
Okay.
Then
So that's going to go right in the middle of the plate there.
we'll take our duck breast. I pinched the ends a little bit, and you can see like the little firiness that it gets. And then from here, it's our last little bit. Now I have a slotted spoon. I like to strain it so we can see our pecans.
Oh, yeah.
The prize in here is the sugar cane, but I like a good bit of crunchiness, so I want to strain a little bit. And we'll put that right over the top.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll take it.
And you know that's just going to fill in all those little bits right there.
That's it.
Oh.
There's a little extra syrup on top. Not too much. The syrup is going to be a little strong from that good molasses.
Sure.
But just enough to kind of give it a little extra flavor. You got the nice sweet and you got the nice salty that sits next to it.
And not to be outdone, we got that corn that's in the oven right now.
We do.
You ready to pull that one too?
I'm excited about the corn. So let's do
Fantastic.
that.
To grab the recipes for Chef Clayton's duck with the pecan sauce, plus this dirty rice and the sweet corn ribs, visit dinnerdeas.com or just scan the QR code. Oh, yeah. You were absolutely right. Look how they started to kind of curl up a little bit.
Nice little.
I mean, that one's just literally smiling at me right there. He's like, please eat me, eat me. All right, so what do we have to do with this?
Super simple. This is complete product. So you put it on a plate, you give it some sauce. We put our butter a little too close over to the duck, so we got a little more of a sauce now than we actually. With the whipped butter, what I did, I took peaches, broke them down, made a puree out of it. I whipped it into the butter, seasoned it very well. The seasoned blend I have is going to be a little bit more spicier, but it kind of gives you that Southwest feel.
And folks, we have the recipe for the smoky peach butter at dinnerdeas.com, so you don't have to miss out on any of the fun right here.
All right, so from here, put a couple of these on a plate, and this is an awesome shareable snack.
What a fun, inventive way to enjoy corn.
That's it. That's the.
You know?
It's, you're not set doing one standard recipe. There's so many versatile things that makes, the dinner fun, exciting, it's talkable. And we're just gonna pour this peach sauce right over it.
I love it. We're taking one last break, but when we come back, we give you our verdict on this dinner dia. Welcome back to Dinner Dias. It's been duck season today. Thanks again to our returning guest chef, Clayton Perrette, from the Hugh Parlor and Shop House at Fenway's Hotel in Dunedin. But we didn't just do duck. Chef Clayton served it on a bed of dirty rice, which is a meal in itself. All I just need is just a giant spoon for it. It's that good. With a pecan sauce, and we even had time for a side of sweet corn ribs.
See how it's nice.
See how it just kind of moves.
So you can eat it. Some people a little differently. I eat the centers. The other one is almost like eating like the actual rib meat off of the bone. So just dig in and.
Oh yeah. I gotta get more of that little spicy peach butter. Wow. Super cool. Now, we got duck, we got dirty rice, we got a pecan sauce. These are like the love language here.
I think this is the moment we've been waiting for.
This is the moment that you've been waiting for. Now, I'm going straight in for that. Like, I've been staring at that dirty rice, and I just got to get it on its own.
Check that out first, and then the combination.
Wow. So much flavor happening behind that. So much flavor happening behind that. Now, what's your favorite part about it?
I think my favorite, especially with this meal here, is the comfort level. this is something that you could talk about with multiple people around the table. You know, it's home cooking, slow foods. You get best of both worlds here, and then there's a good conversation piece behind it.
Isn't that the best about what food can do?
That's it. That's it. You know, enjoying family dinners, you know, enjoying each other's company.
And enjoying the process for all these flavors to come together.
Exactly.
You have so much depth and flavor within that rice. The duck is just cooked perfectly and just celebrate it. But then you bring in that layer of sweetness within what's happening with this pecan sauce, which is out of this world fantastic. All of those sugars bring another layer behind it that just kind of has this whole, you know, saltiness that's happening with so much, but then that sweetness behind it. Dude, this is like out of this world because it is that.
That's it.
Southern comfort food.
It's, you know, the beauty is you just talk. What do you see?
I see deliciousness. I also see seconds. Thanks again to Chef Clayton. Grab his recipes and a link to the U Parlor and Chop House at DinnerDeas.com. Pay the Fenway a visit, not only for Chef Clayton's cooking, but also the rooftop bar and room 27.